Yeah, let's fucking go, boys. Let's find out who the real fucking hardcores are around here. Guarantee you American bitches are still in bed. You can't get up for a UFC card at fucking breakfast time, then I don't know what to tell you cunts. How you doing, JPO? What's good, my man? What is good? Got the older football on in front of me as well. This could be the worst turnout we've ever had in weeks because of you casual fucking flaky bitches. It's fucking set. Yeah, the card starts in an hour and a half, mate. It starts in an hour and a half. Oh, Fall, how you doing? Yeah, we're early. We're early. It's what can I say? What can I say? We've got the card starting in about an hour and a half, I think. Feels good to be a UK fan for once. Yeah, we've got an hour and a half. So this isn't a watch along. It's just like a pre-card sort of get together, and then I'm gonna fuck off when the event starts. You know, I don't like watch alongs. How you doing, Paradox to Chad? What's good, my man? What's good, JPL? What's good, Hanzat Molemayev? How we doing, boys? We excited for this one? I definitely am. It must be weird for you Americans, like wiping the sleep out of your eye and sitting down to watch a card. I've got no sympathy for any of you. I'm good for man. I've had a absolutely terrible week at work. Awful, tiring. I don't know how you normal people do it. But apart from that, I've been good. It's good. I'm glad the weekend's here. We've got a nice weekend. I've actually got the Forest game over here, Paradox, as well. You're watching that in the background. I assume you've bet on Forest, which is what the excitement's all about. It's a tricky one, man. Brighton are a bit hot and cold, but we'll see. Nottingham Forest are usually pretty good at home. I'll be honest, as a Newcastle fan, I kind of want them to lose, but for different reasons. Good to see you here, though, Fall. Good to see you here, JPL and all you boys. I'm surprised anyone turned up, to be fair. It's 7 o'clock in the morning in America. That's where most of you cunts are. But mind you, I'm seeing that JPL's obviously in the UK, so is Paradox. Thor, where are you, bro? Are you in the UK as well? I'm assuming you must be an alias of somebody else that I might know. Or maybe I'm confusing you with somebody else. You haven't bet yet, then why are you going for Forest? Why do you care about Nottingham Forest all of a sudden? I haven't heard you mention them before. Paradox, we're doing another stream tomorrow. I think might parlay Forest, Liverpool, and Newcastle. Liverpool's a tricky one as well. They're really good, but Bournemouth haven't lost in like 14 games or 13, 14 games. And they battered us, and they're really good at home. So I don't know. If I was you, I might stay away from that one. In fact, the Bournemouth to win or draw might be a decent one because Liverpool are probably expected to win. Start of the year, bruv. I think the whole world is still coming out of holiday season. 1st of Feb today. Happy new month. Let's go. Hopefully UFC will make up for the rough week at work. I fucking hope so, mate. It's a great card though. I mean, the UFC 312 is very meh. So this is basically our UFC 312. I don't really care about the Australian card that much. Forest to score a goal at evens. Yeah, you can't really go. I reckon they'll score. This Brighton team are fucking porous, mate. They are porous. They're really good attacking wise, but they leave themselves open. I don't know if I've ever heard of someone's parlay coming through. I guess if you keep it simple, man, I had a great success with parlays last year. What you've got to do, yeah, is keep it to like triples, 3 or 4 at the most. As soon as you start going more than that, yeah, someone's gonna fuck up your day. Someone always fucks up your day. But yeah, apart from that, I sent my betting slips to Paradox in particular quite a bit. I had quite a successful year last year, and I've got two on this time. I can't remember who exactly I've bet on. Let me have a look. Do you know what? Every time I tell people, it always fucks up. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. How you doing, Crystal? Do you have any idea what time it is over here? Yeah, yeah, I just got shouted at about that. I've been abused about that already. How do you think I listen, yeah, Crystal. I always go online for you pieces of shit at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So you're the pricks, Weston. You ungrateful cunts. Yeah, the parlays I've seen going for are like 5, 6, 7 legs. Do you know what? Yeah, hands that. Yeah, my brother every weekend he puts like 50p on a parlay, yeah, or a pound. He does different football parlays, and he does like 14, 15 leg parlays that pay off like 60, 70 grand. And last week he missed out by one. He got a cash out offer of like 600 pounds or something, and he was like, nah, 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 because he said he would have killed himself if the other one had hit off, and he'd missed out on 60 grand. And I can understand that. But he's come within 2 or 3 a couple of times. But that's what they're designed for. And to be fair, what the idea of it is with parlay, if you're doing big parlays like that, the idea is to bet very, very low and try to win extremely high, and just do it to enjoy things. 'Cause if you've got like multiple things going on at the same time, you can do a little parlay, and then it makes watching stuff more exciting. It depends what your motivation is for gambling. I always find I'm gonna say what JPL's saying here. Once you put a bet on, don't cash out. Just accept that the money's gone. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. Because I've cashed out multiple times before, and I've been furious. So just stick behind your convictions. That's what I say. But yeah, in terms of what I tend to do is I bet like decent amounts. So I'll bet and when I say decent amounts, I'll bet like 25 or $50 on like 3 legs or 4 legs, and then kind of see where it goes. Bet low, win high sounds like good. I know it sounds like a retarded thing to say, but it's more just like if you're going to be a parlay builder, it's best to just make it a wild one and just have the odds be crazy, and you never know. So if you lose out on a couple of quid, it's not going to hurt your day. But if one day it pays off, be laughing all the way to the bank. The advice of gambling always is don't. I know this is an obvious thing to say, but don't bet anything that you're not prepared to lose. You know, if you're not prepared to, if you're gonna walk away crying, don't bet. I always look at betting as like a my view to it is kind of like it's just to make cards and games and whatever I'm watching more enjoyable. Because to be perfectly honest, here, MMA is not that fun a lot of the time. Yes. This was the inevitable thing. You hiding? Come on. I'll come and play with you when yeah. Mwah. I'll come and play with you after I'm finished. All right. I love you. See you later. Cashing out can definitely be useful. It definitely can in certain time. It depends on what kind of gambler you are. It all comes down to what kind of gambler you are. If you're in gambling for the money, you're gonna have a bad day most of the time. I would venture to say. For me, money is too hard for me to come by to gamble. I'd rather buy a beer. I know that's a safe bet. I hear you, bro. I hear you. JPL, this is not the last time he's going to come in. It's amazing that he didn't come over and kick the laptop over because he's done that before. One of my very first streams, he came running in, just crashed into the table, laptop on the floor. Have you cut your hair? What do you mean, bro? I've never had. Are you tripping? I've never had long hair. Do you not know who you're talking to? Cashing out is robbery. Bookies make so much margin from people shitting their pants. Yeah, bookies are generally scumbags. Like I've had loads of situations where I've had the last leg on and say I'm going to make 300 or 400 pounds, and they'll offer me like 90. They're proper scum. I missed out on sweeping last year's Fight Night Vegas 100 Prates Magni with a 50. Every method correct. Only method was Gillian Robertson by sub instead of decision. Still kicking myself. You should find that bitch and kill her. I feel special, like you're now I feel like a bad dad. But I mean, I did spend like all evening with him, and after I get off on here, he'll be watching the fights with me because for once, it's not gonna be like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, yes, Westy, I did cut my hair. I told you, man, I'm back working now. I can't go into work looking like a fucking tramp. Why did you cut your hair? I've been growing it for nearly 2 years. It occurred to me, yeah, Westy, when I grew my hair when I was younger, yeah, it was thicker, it was stronger, and it looked quite good. I found it was just a hassle. Like waking up every morning to, 6 o'clock in the morning, washing it, all that stuff. It's just long, mate. I couldn't be asked. And the annoying thing is, yeah, as soon as I cut my hair, literally everybody in my life came up to me and they were like, I hated your hair. You look so much younger now. You look so much better. And I just thought, thank you, cunts. You let me walk around looking like an absolute vagrant for 2 years without saying anything. It's like when, like your brother or your cousin or your friend breaks up with somebody and then you tell them what a bitch she was and how much you hated her. Same thing. So I was like, cunts. Kind of like that. It sounds very stressful. Mate, go with the beers. Go with the beers. The beer. This. I've started this day off really poorly. I'm basically encouraging people to gamble and drink, but the drink will never let you down. You'll get that little buzz. That's guaranteed. So I believe in sure things in life. My choice to choose an underprop instead of moneyline pick, my fault. Yeah, I do that quite a lot of the time as well. I recently discovered on Paddy Power that they have like longer options where you where you like can bet on a round starting. So instead of doing over 2.5 or over 1.5 or whatever, you can actually bet on the round actually starting, which I found has been a lot more successful for me for obvious reasons. Remember the comb over days of last week, bro? You see here, I got a thick mane, mate. There's no bald patch. A comb over, cunt, by definition, is when you've got a big bald patch on the top of your head and you comb the hair over to block it. It was never a comb over, but it did look shit. I'm so hungover right now, it's not even funny. Crystal, I haven't had a drop of alcohol in 6 months, and I feel depressed. I feel healthy, but I feel like shit. Armsby, how you doing, bro? It's been a while since I've seen you. My fucking northern brother, how are you? Yeah, man, if you've seen some of my streams recently, I've been what the fuck was that? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've been getting yeah, I've been feeling a lot fresher, man, a lot more healthy. 6 months. What did I say about 6 months? Yeah, I haven't had a drink in 6 months. So just before Nottingham Forest have scored. There we go. Fuck. Um yeah, so just before my 40th birthday, I went to Thailand and I got absolutely fucked up the first or second day that I went there and I felt like dog shit. And then I couldn't drink the rest of the trip, or I didn't really feel like drinking for the rest of the trip. And then I just stopped since then, and I stopped vaping as well around the same time. So I felt a lot healthier. I've been sleeping better, but I mean, full. I mean, we say respect 6 months. It's not like I was a raging fucking alcoholic or anything. I'd enjoy the odd tipple every weekend or so. I sounded so British there. The odd tipple, you know. But it wasn't like I was a raging alcoholic that was like, beating up my kids or anything like that. How you doing, Steven Jackson, man? It's been a while since I've seen you as well, you little legend. The UK is it's the UK, mate. It's dog shit. Never fine to visit, never live here, is my advice. By the way, if you guys are fresh in here, if you wouldn't mind hitting a like on the if you wouldn't mind hitting a like on the stream, it might push it out to some people who don't know I'm on today. That'd be sweet. Good to see you though, Steven, man. It's always appreciated. To be honest, that first night in Thailand, did somebody do something bad to you, Frankie? Do you know what? Yeah, it was an amazing experience. My bum hole remained very much intact, which is something I feel like needs to be stated when you talk about a Thailand trip. Things have been terrible. I stepped away from the MMA world for a minute. I have a big custody battle with my kid's mum. The court system is a joke. Mate, don't even get me started on that shit. I've been through two of those, and both were terrible. Money draining, emotionally draining. Women are terrible. Fuck them. And good luck with whatever. Like I said, if you ever need a chat, mate, hit me up. I'm sure I could simply tell you about some of my experiences, and I guarantee you they'd make you feel better about yours. But I'm sorry to hear that you're going through that, mate. It must be devastating. Did you promise you'd never let it happen to you again? Things are better left unsaid, I think, mate. I think the less I say about it, the better. But all jokes aside, it was awesome. I'm actually going back to Asia in a couple of weeks. Well, not weeks, like beginning of April. I'll be in Manila. I've got some business to attend to there. But I won't be drinking. I won't be doing anything mad, most likely. How you doing, top of New York? My guy. But yeah, we totally understand, Stephen. It sounds like a rough one, man. And those things drag out. They're awful. They're awful. I don't know a single man who's had children who hasn't gone through it at least once. It's just the nature of the beast, because once the breakup happens, first of all, there's no such thing as a good breakup, but once it happens, women hit you where it hurts. Hansa, I forgot that you'd been there. It's I preferred it back in the day. See, this is Crystal. This is Crystal. Again, a female telling you good luck on the custody battle. She knows the get down. Yeah, I miss being there as well. I mean, I went there twice last year, and I'll be honest, I didn't really enjoy it, but I'm hoping it will be better this time. Whenever I go to the Philippines, man, something fucked up happens. My wife is great. One of my sons is adopted. My biological son's mum wants me to pay for in child support while never letting me see them. The court doesn't adjust anything. They just keep saying, yeah, that is fucking rough, mate. That is rough. I mean, the thing is, as much as I joke here, I do. There are some good women out there. I mean, they're hiding somewhere. I've never met them, but they're apparently out there. At least you've got your wife for support. And like I said, man, I hope things improve. But that's the thing with this. This is what the court system does. I know, because like the mother of my son is a lawyer as well. Their whole thing is just to drag it out and long it out for as much as possible, so that the things that you're fighting over end up dwindling to the point you realize you've given all your shit to them. The whole system's fucked up. But the thing is, yeah, when kids are involved, you've got to keep plugging on, I guess. And it says a lot about you that you're willing to go through the pain in order to, you know, make sure the right thing is happening by them, and obviously, of course, by yourself as well. You lived there from 97 to 2007. Level with me, bro. You, is your equipment still intact? Because if you were there for 10 years, I imagine it's worn down to a fucking nub. My bro's judge actually threw the case out because his ex was such a biatch. I haven't seen that word in a while. Judge seen straight through it. That's the thing, though. Yeah, that's the problem with the court system. Is occasionally, like, fact and stuff doesn't come into it. It can come down to how somebody's feeling on the day. It can come down to luck. That's the scary thing about it. You can get something where, like, you walk in knowing that you're completely in the right, and nobody else can see it, and you end up getting fucked over. That's the painful thing about it. It's awful, and I really empathize with you. I never do that well in court. I've just got a face that people are like, this guy's up to something. I always end up on the wrong end of a court case. Stephen, if you look up a male advocate on the internet, sometimes it helps you to go in there with a female lawyer who is willing to stand up for you. That is a 4 to 14 Willy intact. Mate, still, I know you say that, but once it, I'm not gonna continue what I was about to say there. Good for you. Oh, Forest nearly scored again, sorry. Also, when I remarried, I had a prenup. I would never let another person take my shit. Well, you know what my advice is? Don't marry poor people or get a prenup. If you really are in love with somebody and they're poor, which I would advise against, then obviously get a prenup. My cousin spent well over 150,000 in a custody battle and actually won. Very rare. That's money well spent. Very well spent. Because like I said, with kids, yeah, it's I can speak from experience, like, and I don't mean to sound like a soppy twat here, but I consider my kids to be my greatest achievement. Like, there's nothing more important to me than my kids. Like, not even close. So, whatever I would have to do to keep on to them or to make sure that the right thing was going by them is what I would do. And that is a lot of money. Oh, speaking of, is he back in again? Hey, I think he's gonna come in. I mean, I would get hit on whenever I went out, but I was just innocent at the time. Imagine all the opportunities you missed out on, all the times you had to be like crap. Hello. Yes, baby. Can I come with you? Where are you going? I'm gonna come out in a minute. Damn, Frankie, you look young as fuck. I guess those vitamin pills you invested in really work. You inject. It's like, you know, that South Park episode where Magic Johnson injects money in him to cure himself from AIDS. That's what we do to keep ourselves young. My kids are my prize, and my yeah, I call my kids my treasures. Hang on a second, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, that's what it's all about. 100%. Yeah, you can tell a lot about a person by how they treat their children. Yeah, it's a secret lab chair. They're quite expensive, yeah, but they're really good. I mean, not like ridiculously expensive, but they're decent. This is the first time I've noticed that's because my fat ass is always on this chair. I very rarely get up. Hang on a sec. All right, boys, hang on a sec. I'm going to turn the camera off for now, and I'll turn it back on when he goes downstairs. What have I missed? Sorry, boys, hang on a sec. All right, sorry about that, guys. Where are we at? Yeah, Forrester scored the second one. Hang on, let me just catch up. Batman chair, yeah. Look them up. It's called Secret Base. They're like $500 or something. Did he fall? Oh, he's coming back again. One sec. All right, how's it going? Sorry, guys. He might be back again, but we'll see. Did he fall over? No, he didn't fall over. He's just a bit needy at the moment. I don't feel special anymore. He obviously cares more for his children than his chap. Yeah, it's true. Sorry. Sorry. He could come back at any moment. I've spent like 2K on a Charizard from 98. Fucking hell, mate. I don't understand those Pokemon cards at all. No one talking, just chatting. Is that what it's come to, you guys? What can I say? You chat guys are you guys are amazing. Don't even need me anymore. I'm no longer necessary. No, Tim, I've had a couple of interruptions along the way, and I'm probably gonna have more. Can hear him bounding up the stairs again. Hang on a sec. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna keep him here with me for now, but then I'll just keep the camera off. Yeah, don't be upset. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, sorry. This is better than watching Redfall over and over and over. Anything's better than watching Redfall over and over and over. Anything is. How you doing, Giuliano? What's good, man? What's this short I'm seeing here? I'll have to check that out. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at this.
Okay, I won't talk.
All right, guys. Give me 5 minutes here. I'm gonna sort this out and I'm gonna come back. I'll be right back. Come on, let's go downstairs, honey. Come on. Let's go downstairs.
I love you.
I love you too. I'll be 1 second. Hang on. Sorry, guys. All right, we're back. How we doing, guys? I've had to agree to take him out now. So in about half an hour, I'll take him to the park and stuff. I'm gonna have to watch UFC on the old phone. Fuck it, it's not the first time. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Sorry for the sideshow there. Thanks to everyone who stuck around. All right, where were we? Well, what have I missed? Yeah, how's it going, bro? I'm back. I'm gonna have to yeah, I'll maybe drive him to the park and then take him to soft play or something, and we can get him calmed down. He's kind of used to having my full attention during the day, so I think it kind of freaked him out a little bit. I think this is maybe only the second time I've been on YouTube that I've done a daytime stream, and only the first time when he's been here, so understandable. Your short videos, yeah, that's what I was going to check out. Hang on a sec. Did you accidentally upload the wrong video the other day? By the way, Giuliano as well. Last Sunday was really good, man. I think we need to do that again. We'll get Good Noodle on. We'll try and get No Chill on, and we'll do a little panel again. Hello, I eat my own boogers MMA. Quite the creative name there, sir. How you doing? Yeah, daddy duties, man. It is especially as I've been working now. He's a little bit more needy, because usually I take him to school and I collect him from school. And when I got back from work the other day, he was pissed. He told me to like get out of the room and all this. He was mad. So you know how kids are. Let's have a look at this. Sorry, Juliana. Hang on. View your channel. All right, hang on. What's this? The proclivities of Fight Night Frankie. Uh-oh. What the? Hang on a second. Wait a minute. I'm gonna actually play this. I can't hear what it is right now. Hang on a second. You son of a bitch. Have me on and No Chill with crossover. I could get crossover on. Hang on a sec. Let me just let me see what the hell you've done to me here. What is this? The proclivities of Fight Night Frankie. I'm gonna find out with the rest of you.
Like to stick my face right in the lower part of her ass in the crevices. Like Frankie wants like one hand on each ass cheek and just his full like Frankie beluga whale forehead just like in the ass of a fucking thick Blasian girl.
I do like it. It's got me on that one.
Yeah, dude, Frankie's wound up, bro. Frankie's wound up, guys.
Joey, I'm gonna do
he wants to punch like a thick Asian girl in the fucking ass cheek with a closed fist.
I do. You're right.
He's like, fucking bitch, like a girl, like a 7 foot tall, like Grace Jones looking bitch.
This is slander. This is.
Dude, Frankie's got 2 Korean hookers right now. He doesn't know they're hookers yet, though.
How did you know?
Fuck, they'll call him Fuck Night Frankie, bro. Tie back, just go straight for the raw, like.
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah, Frankie's.
Hang on a sec. Let me.
Dude, Frankie's erratic, bro. Frankie's erratic. He fucking. You greedy gutser, Naomi.
He's fucking nailed me here. He's nailed me here. I don't even know. Yeah, the Sunday stream was amazing. It'd be really good to have you boys on again. I'm just gonna make every Sunday like an open forum thing and just let things go off. Matt, I fucking love you too, Tim. You know how it be, bro. Giuliano, you're only saying you love him so he doesn't slap the shit out of you. Do I look like somebody you should be scared of? Having said that, though, yeah, it's usually the quiet, calm-looking ones who are the most psychotic. You might want to take that into consideration. Fucking hell, Forest are winning 3-0. I did not see this coming. The other one is better. Send it up, boys. Or send it up, bro. Half this stream has just been darkness. I feel really bad now. And I'm going to have to fuck off in another half an hour as well. I'm going to have to sit in a kiddie playpen nightmare, half watching UFC on my phone while I crawl around in fucking ducks chasing after my kid. That's what my Saturday has in store now, just because I decided to go on today. I could have gotten away with it. I could have had a nice Saturday chill, watched a bit of early UFC. I fucked it for myself. You guys are gonna have to let me know how this card went, because I don't see it. Usually I'll try to do it when I take him out, and it's just you can't do two things at the same time. But yeah, Tim, shout out to you, man, for that stream, because you guys were epic in chat as well. Without the chat being what it was on the Sunday, it wouldn't have been as good as it was. That might be one of the most fun streams we've ever done. I would argue it was incredible. I've got to like nut up a little bit and do more panels. I've got to. So Tim, you're in Australia now, right? Does that mean it's like 8:00 at night, right? It's not bad. That is a great time to start a fight card, to be fair. You can feel like an American for like just once a year. That nice feeling. Yeah, it was a class stream. It was so good. I mean, it was really good for me because I only planned on going on for like an hour, and I was fucking tired, like halfway into the first hour, and then those three came on and just started cooking, and JVD, how you doing, brother? It's been a while since I've seen you. I saw you did a live I saw a live stream pop up yesterday. I thought you were taking a break. Be good to get you on as well. Get that extra heat going on. Jules may have a reach of 213.5 centimeters, but Frankie could very well have been training for 800 years. That's a very good fucking point, mate. There's only 3 ways to kill me. And MMA moves ain't one of them. Yeah, it really was a good Sunday. It really was. And it was unexpected as well. I thought I'd go on with no chill, talk a little bit of shit, and it just went. You didn't go live. Didn't you do the hang on a second, let me check. I'm sure you did. I mean, you obviously know better than I do. Or was it a video that you made? It was one or the other. There was definitely something of yours popped up yesterday. I want to check it. Yeah, no, you're right. You're going live tonight. It was the Go King one. Bryce Mitchell, as he slip up. I knew you'd have a take on this one. I want Frankie to outlive us all. Mate, that's highly unlikely. I'm due to fall off the wagon again sooner or later. And then once I do, there's going to be no getting back on it. That's the trouble. That is the trouble. I've been behaving myself for the last 6 months. Best behavior. It's gonna have to end sometime, and when it does, it's gonna be bad for everyone around. Stream the card. I can't, man. I'm gonna be I've just had my son coming and running in and out the last 20 minutes, half an hour or so, and I've had to tell him I'm taking him out to calm his ass down. Oh fuck, the picks window. Shit. Hang on a second, I completely forgot. Oh man, I'm so dumb. Log in. Wait a minute, I'm doing this live right. Do you know what? I'm gonna do it live right now. I'll do it live right on stream. Rather than trying to explain it in my very retarded way like I often do, I'm just gonna show people how I do it. All right, so this is what Silk Pajamas looks like. Right now I've got 350 points because I absolutely shit the bed last week. So basically you get to put points on a fighter you think's gonna win. So I'm gonna stick Michael Venom Page on. Might do a decision, and then I'll stick on, let's say, 150-point arenas. There we go. Lock that in. Let's see if we can find anybody else worth betting on. Yeah, Gatsiev's a little bit too low for me. I'm definitely not betting that on McKinney, but Hadzovic is shit. Oh, Mike Davis, 44%. Faris Zion might be worth sticking a little something on. But Mike Davis is really good. I'm going to do Mayra Bueno Silva. 200. Let's go, boys. Locked in. And that's basically how that works. I'm sure I've made it not understandable at all. How you doing, Klaus? What's good, man? Oh, man, I hate the desktop. There's a fucking app. There's a fucking app. What do you mean there's an app? Why didn't you tell me about the app? I think Mayra is a smart one. I've got her in my money parlay as well. I think she might. I'm surprised Jasmine's really good. She's really good. But I don't think. Oh, hang on a second. Let me just. You have to put the kibosh to electoral college talk next time. Mate, I had nothing to do with that. They went off. Mate, you could tell by the look on my face here. I had no idea what the fuck they were going on about. I did politics when I was younger. They were yammering on and on and on. And you saw me just like sink into the bushes. I had nothing to do with that. I'm going to get a second. Silky. Nope, it's not that one. Silkypajamas.vip, is it? Yep. I'm going to copy the link in right now. You guys need to join this immediately. We're going to get the whole community involved. MVP has better grappling and striking than Shara. I think MVP's better at all round as well. But MVP, the problem with MVP is a lot of the time he goes in there and does fucking nothing. Like he'll tap away, and the judges in the UFC do not like this guy. And obviously when he was fighting in Bellator, he was just can crushing, so it didn't need to go to the judges. He has a very kind of, what's the word? Measured style. He doesn't really take a lot of risks. But I think this is going to be the day when he gets a fucking outlandish knockout. I think he's going to get it today. Because I think Shara's way overhyped. We come to the Frankie Lives to disrespect women, not talk politics. Do you know what? I'm really sorry about that. And you're absolutely right. That's what the foundation. I need to remember where I came from. No intellectuals talk, no political talk. Just degenerate bashing on females. I was about to ask Frankie for your picks. I had 12 lots of picks already, but I had to add Hotshot Go Gadget Arms picks too. I'll have a quick How you doing, my fucking guy Tino? We better win today, mate. I'm scared. Shout out to Tino the Toon. One of the best football creators out there. I love your channel. Massive shout out to you, bro. Hope everything's good on your neck of the woods. What I'll do now is I'll do a quick like who I'm picking from top to bottom. Just real quickly. Mate, you don't even want to know my workout songs. They're fruity as fuck. All right, let's have a quick gander here. Let's maximize this bitch. All right, so I'm going to go with Hamdi Aldel Wahab. He's a juicer, obviously. Massive, fat Egyptian cunt. And Pogues is terrible, so I'm going to go with this fatty. I don't know who these cunts are, but I'm going to go with Bogdan Grad, just because he looks pretty mustard. I'm going to go with Mayra Bueno Silva. I think Jasmine Jasuda Vicious is really good, but at those odds, you have to go with Myra. Terrence McKinney, I think, is dog shit, but Demir is worse, so Terence will probably light him up to a decision. I'm gonna go Gatsiev over Peterson. Obviously, that fat oaf. I'm not too sure about Khan Oaflead. Is he Indian or something? I'm gonna go with Mohammed Naimov. I'm gonna go with Mike Davis over Perez Zian, but that's a really tricky one. I've taken Vinicius Oliveira over Saeed. I'm going with Pavlovich, obviously, over Rosenstrike. And I'm going with MVP over Magomedov. And I'm picking Adesanya to beat Imavov as well. But I hope I'm wrong about that one. And that's that. I put 300 points on an MVP knockout. Mate, that will pay off a lot. That will pay off a lot. Because I think MVP is quite a heavy underdog as well. That'll almost give you triple. You should have listened to me. What should I have listened to you for? You're picking Shara, aren't you? I find that Giuliano, for some reason, I always pick the only reason why I think McKinney will live to a decision this time is because Demir Hadzovic is dog shit, but he's quite defensively responsible. Like, he's quite hard to finish. So I reckon he'll just run away for a lot of the fight. Gives me 900. I was thinking triple. That is not a bad shout. Because Shara is very easy to hit. JVD, you legend. Shara got outboxed by Chacoli. Yeah, that's worrying. MVP is fucked. I disagree. Shara is shit. I know he got that fucking. I mean, I was very surprised that he beat Petrosian. I don't think McKinney getting a KO is ridiculous. I just have a feeling he might hold out. I think McKinney's really bad. The lucky thing for him is that Hadzovic is the perfect opponent for him because he's got no power. Shara is definitely overhyped. I'm betting on an MVP by KO. I'm having 20 on Bogdan because you said mustard. Yeah, I mean, don't take my word for it. I mean, he just looks hard. I mean, anyone who looks like a thumb to me is mustard. Ragnar, what's good? Of course I remember you. Ragnar. I hope you're well, brother. Good to have you back. Mate, this channel was teeny tiny. I remember every single person. Especially, I remember that night you came in. It was a good one. I think this is the third time you've been here. Good to have you back, Ragnar. You know, I'm never going to forget a legendary name like that. If it goes to this decision, they'll pick Shara, probably because of MVP. They're going to keep him around anyway. They're going to keep him around. I mean, to be fair, yeah, I feel like this year the judging in the UFC especially has been a little bit better. A little bit. But over there, yeah. How you doing, Crossover? What's good, my man? Thanks for coming on during the week. We've got to get something set up next week. Are you going live for this Crossover? I might jump over to you. No problem, Ragnar. It's always a pleasure to have you. That was that was the ultimate like male therapy session we had that day, if I remember rightly. That was a proper male support group, and it's kind of followed suit since then. So no, I appreciate you, brother. Very much so. KO is MVP's only chance. I've got to kind of go with that. 978. Let me go back. Because there's not really actually, do you know what? Not to be a thieving little bastard, but I think I might do the same. Because I think I've only got next week's card left. And to be honest, I don't think I'm going to put. Hang on, let me remove. You're right. I think that might be the only way to go. I do think that Shara's got a chin in him. Let's go Mayra Buenos. Did I put MVP by fucking decision? Am I smoking crack? I did do it by decision. I must be out of my mind. I'm going to do him by fucking knockout as well. Not to be a copycat, but clearly being a copycat. And then I'm going to do Mayra Bueno Silva by decision. This is like a last chance saloon thing because I really fucked up my first week. But I think if I'm right, you get another 100 points when you start the following week. So, you know, might be able to scrape myself off the bottom in that situation. Oh, 3 rounds to go after this one. Oh, it's 5 this time, isn't it? Oh man, I need to think about this. I'm not betting on that fat Egyptian. You can't trust fatties. Bogdan Grad, I don't really know that much about him. I think the Mike Davis odds are too low at 44%. Fares Ziam is actually decent, but I don't want to bet on him either. I'm not betting on fucking Terrence McKinney at 30%. Fuck that. Same with Gatsiev as well. I think he'll win, but he's, you know, he might have a heart attack in there. Who knows? Naimov, nah, not worth it. Pavlovich at 40%. A lot of people have put money on Pavlovich. I'm going to go with MVP by knockout. Fuck it. Fuck it. Remember Sharo got KO'd by a flabby cunt on the street. He did get knocked down. Yeah. Wasn't that a fight over like his ex-girlfriend or something? I mean, I'd imagine he's quite the sensitive little chap looking like that. So a dog fucker versus Dagestani baguette boy. Hey, I'm live in 8 minutes. I'm probably not going to hang around for that much longer either. I mean, this has been one fucked hard of a stream. I shouldn't have wasted my time. I should have known really having my son in the house that it was going to be, I'll probably hang around for, another 25 minutes and then I'll bugger off. So I'll raid you when I leave. Pedo descendant versus one-eyed pirate. Oh yeah, I only heard about that recently. Is MVP's dad a nonce? That's something you might want to hide. That might be something you want to hide. I mean, it's too late now. The cat's out the bag, but that's not great. That's not great. Crossover is the coolest cunt in all of MMA, hands down. He fucking is. And he's an absolute beast of a unit as well. Looks like a fridge, that guy. 22 counts of underage. Ugh. McKinney will win by KO, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't, Hadzovic is pretty terrible. Let me see Hadzovic's record. Hadzovic. How many? Look at this guy, man. Oh my god, he looks fucking. He looks like a victim. Let me see. He's Bosnian as well. Oh. Yeah, you see, hang on. He's only been knocked out once. And most of his losses have come by decision. I think that's why I was leaning towards it. McKinney's super fucking dumb as well. Who had the underage counts? MVP's dad, apparently. Apparently, MVP's dad is a don't speak about people's family. Yeah. If it's nonsense, mate, there's a responsibility for that information to be out there. Is he really a nonce or pretending as a shame? That's one hell of a shame ritual, wouldn't it? That would be one hell of a shame ritual. You know, like you hate your kids so much that you put it out there that you're a nonce when he becomes famous. Yeah, that's a different level of revenge. For sure. I wonder how old MVP's mum was when her dad knocked her up. Yeah. It makes you wonder, innit? Yeah, 22 counts is a lot. The thing is with those counts though, it could have been a thing where I mean I don't know, but like it could have been a thing. I mean, I was about to say it could have been like 1 or 2 kids, but then there were multiple counts. Like that makes it any better. 22 counts of PDF file movements. Yeah, man. Apparently so. Let's type this in. Michael Venom Page. Curtis Page, there he is. Yeah, here he is. Curtis Page, Michael Venom Page's father, is on trial for 22 counts of rape and abuse. So it's been charged with 6 counts of rape, 14 counts of indecent assaults, and 2 counts of sex with a minor. Is the exact band of charges. It's not great. What time is the UFC card on tonight? Mohammed, I've got some good news for you, mate. It starts in 20 minutes. It's in Saudi Arabia, mate. So it's kicking off at 2 o'clock, literally 20 minutes. I would say, if it depends, I would say, in terms of locks, yeah, I would say Pavlovich is obviously a lock. No, I'm not Mike. Mike Davis, you can get good money on, but I wouldn't call him a lock. I'd say Gatsiev is a lock, and I'd say McKinney's a lock. And if you're looking for really good underdogs, Mayra Bueno Silva, I think is really good. And Michael Venom Page. Those are the 2 underdogs I would go with. Yeah, man. 20 minutes, bro. Yeah, that's insane, isn't it? It's insane, bro. PDFs are it's amazing, yeah, how many PDFs there are out there. MVP is a lock. I wouldn't say he's a lock here because Shara's mad. Shara's a mad one. Crossover, you need to start beating that chest louder, mate. We need earlier start times, just occasionally. I don't think American fans would mind if the card started at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They wouldn't give a shit. They wouldn't give a shit. That way everyone wins. If they put it on like 11 a.m., 12 p.m. American time, everyone would win. Apart from the Australians, but fuck them. Sorry, Tim. For Tim, it would be like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. Why'd you have to put it like that, JVD? I'm saying I'm not saying it as a black man. I'm saying as an American. Say it proud. We like our UFC card start times at 12 o'clock. I don't care about their atrocities in Yemen. Typical Frankie. Yeah, I'm getting a really sullied reputation around here. The cat's already out the bag. I woke up so I could watch this stuff early. Yeah. I'm more of an early riser now as well. So I'm pretty happy. No, Mohammed's just joking. I think he is. By the way, guys, if you've just come in, if you could hit a like on the stream, I'd really appreciate that. Rashford to Aston Villa. What? What? I thought... Okay. That'll mean nothing to anybody in here. Hale Bryce. Oh, man, he really is a brain donor, that guy. I mean, regardless of what his views are, I don't really agree with them. In fact, I say I don't really agree with them. I don't agree with them at all. But there's no denying that the guy is fucking retarded. He just is. I know you're joking. Yeah, that fucking mate. It's just, you know what it is. It's not just the things that come out. It's not the views that he has. I think people are entitled to their own views, no matter how fucked up they are. But he's a moron. He's really stupid, and I kind of went off him after that. You know when he did that kind of Bible study in the cage after he beat Dan Ige. That shit was cringe as fuck. Yeah, after I saw that, I was fully off the guy. Had a haircut. Yeah, bro. I'm back working in a university now and getting, having to get up like a normal adult and get ready in the morning was just becoming too much for me. And I realized that like I would probably have to wait another year for my hair to be in a manageable state. So I just thought, fuck it. I just got an impulse decision one day and just went and cut it. Looks like I'm having coffee and going through to 6, 7 a.m. We're lucky in Australia. It starts at 9 and finishes at 5. So Tim, that's the regular. That's regularly what an Apex cards does for the UK fans. So whenever there's a UK an Apex card, UK fans usually get a 9 p.m. start, finishes about 4 or 5 in the morning, and then for a pay-per-view, it usually starts about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and finishes at about 6 or 7 in the morning. Those numbered cards over in the UFC are the ones that fucking tuck you in because your Sunday's basically fucked. So yeah, his brothers are both in the government, but Bryce is a terrible guy. I don't even think he's a terrible guy. I just think he's a fucking idiot. I just think he's an inbred, dumb cunt. What are you working as? Are you a professor of MMA now? No, I'm teaching English literature in a high school. Essentially. Thank you very much, Ragnar. I appreciate it, man. It's just more manageable. Like I said, man, I don't really care about how I look these days. It's just about convenience. And mind you, I say that I should have just boarded myself. Ari Emanuel has a modeling agency that used to ship models out to Epstein Island, I think. Well, that's not great. Frankie, when are you going to bring the shirt and tie back? You were the James Bond of MMA YouTube. Mate, every time I stream after work, that's what I'm going to do. I was thinking about this the other day. Like when I went online, I was like, I got home last when we went live on Thursday, and I was gonna quickly get changed, and I was like, hang on a second, man. I'm wearing a fucking suit. Why am I dressing down? You people deserve Mo. And the thing is, yeah, I've got some really funny stories to tell you because there are some. You know what university students are like here. So I partly work at a high school campus, which is what you call it in America, and like a university campus as well. So I've got students ranging between 15 and like 24. There are some right cunts there that blatantly didn't come to learn. And they're just on mad ones. I cannot wait to tell the whole story. I'm not gonna tell it now because if somebody happens to stumble on this and I'm still working there, I could get fucked. But when I leave, I'm welcome to say what I want. But there's been some mad stories. There's stories about him in Australia too. Yeah, it's not the first time I've heard about this guy either. Disgraceful scumbag. How's it going, Mikey? What's good, my boy? Up bright and early, having your breakfast with the card, yeah? Bryce is goofy as fuck. I think it's beyond goofy. I think it's genuine retardation. I think he's honestly got like autism or something. And I don't even mean that as an insult to autistic people. There's just something about this guy where it's like he's not all there. He doesn't really understand social cues much. I'm live later. I better see you there. I'll be there. I'll be there. In fact, if you do a panel, I might even jump on. Because I'm not going to be doing the I'm not doing a watch along for this one. And I'm probably not going to be watching the card all the way through because I'm going to be out for most of the afternoon. I'm going to have to hope that my phone signal works out and that I get the odd moment to just check in on things. The one time when I get a card starting in the middle of the day and I fucked it for myself. Pissed. I love how he speaks clear with the facts. Most of you have never heard, yet he's this retard who's so dumb. It's the way that he articulates himself, I think, that's part of the problem. His views are what they are. I don't want to go as far as to say I agree or disagree with him because I'm not I agree and disagree with some of the things he says, but he's quite a he comes across as quite an ignorant fucking idiot, to be honest. And for the most part of it, it was amusing. The reason why I kind of feel bad for him here is because he's very dumb, and he obviously didn't understand the ramifications of what he was saying, or maybe he did. Guidance counselor Frankie, mate. The week I've had. Have you seen any brutally Rigo vid sneak peeks? I fucking have. I actually think. See, I think what's happened is you've kind of put the rope around his neck, and I think brutally is going to be the one that pulls the fucking lever, mate. I think we might actually see the end of that cunt once and for all. I think the reaction to Bryce has been the most ignorant. I'm willing to debate you on this one, to be honest. I mean, obviously, because mass people have reacted to it. The thing is there's been like heavy ignorance on both sides of the argument. It just feels like the entire people haven't been trying to debunk him. What do you mean about the whole like Holocaust stuff? Is that what you mean? They were queer books had me dying. Yeah, I don't know about like I mean you could see it as insecurity, I guess. But the fact remains here is there are a lot of people, there's a lot of people who feel the way that Bryce do. And that's what this has illustrated. I would say there's plenty of people who probably didn't see what he said or heard what he said and just saw the Hitler comment and I've just jumped all over him because he was saying a lot more than that. Ragnar, much love, bro. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your time over there. I hope you enjoy the cards. It was great seeing you again, and I hope you're back soon. I'd love to say it was a W chat, but half of it was just in fucking blackness. We need tie bets versus JVD. They're absolute opposite ends of the Bryce stuff. That's what we need to do. No, not this both side shit. Bryce haters. No, bro, that's one side of it because I think you're right. Yeah, I think a lot of people have jumped on and just gone at him, but he did say some pretty ignorant shit. So just like passing off all of his detractors as just saying like, oh, they're just insulting him. Some people are, but it's become a very nuanced thing where there's a lot of sides to it. There are a lot of people that are just piling on for the sake of it. 100%, you're right about that. But there is an element of like let's just say he set himself up for this in a way. And I like Bryce. I just think he's a bit dim. And he's not very good at articulating the way that he feels. What did he say that was ignorant? I mean, we can get into this later. But some of the Holocaust stuff was ignorant. I mean, so when you say stuff like Hitler was a good guy, that's not even a perspective thing. That's an ignorant statement to make, isn't it? I mean, I think it's an ignorant statement to make whether you say he was a good guy or a bad guy. And that might sound like a controversial thing to say. The simple fact of it is that the atrocities that he's associated with were had worldwide implications and shock. That's what most people think UFC fans believe this stuff. How you doing, Wolverine? Good to see you back, bro. We need it on the stove pod with Shapiro and Bryce. Oh, mate, that would be something else. That would be something else. Every evil person can give $1 to the homeless. I think that's kind of what I'm getting to. A good guy before the meth was his wild claim. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it's like I said, it's a nuanced thing. I think saying somebody is an all right good guy or all right bad guy is fucking mad. You're going to get a lot of people on tonight, JVD, I reckon. There'll be a lot of people who have opinions about this. I would say, I'm going to be real here, I don't really care about it that much, which is why I didn't really cover it. On the stove is a fucking funny thing to say, though. But yeah, it could get fucking unhinged. For sure. It's gonna be in his prime was a funny thing to say as well. In his prime was just a hilarious way of framing that. And again, I would honestly say I always take the view, yeah, of obviously I didn't live in that moment in history, which is why like I always keep like neutral glasses on when it comes to anything like that. I think Fright Night Frankie was a good guy. That hurts. Oh man. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's gonna be this is gonna be something that's gonna rumble on for a little while because a lot of people have an opinion about it. My view is always like I said, despite the historical evidence that's there, I always like to keep an open mind. I wasn't surprised when the JVD video started getting churned out again when this happened. He must have been absolutely buzzing. Cheddarhead, fuck you, bro. Hang on, is the card about to start? Let me make sure. I'm going to turn off this fucking ridiculous football because Forest are absolutely piping these cunts. Hang on a sec. Let me get my UFC app open. Hang on a ticky. My girlfriend's ass is so big, my brand new toilet seat is already squeaking. Congratulations, bro. That sounds like a good problem to have. What's the rest of her look like? All right, looks like we're going to be starting. We're going to be starting soon. Cheddar, I've got no sympathy. 6 a.m. is a really nice start time, mate. I don't know what you're complaining about. It's a beautiful start time. I wish I could wake up and watch the start of a UFC card over my fucking eggs Benedict. Stream the card and just give your son an iPad. I'm not that kind of parent, mate. He's on the way back from like he's gonna be on the way back now, and I'm gonna have to take him out. She's pretty hot. Only B-size rack though, unfortunately. As somebody who's like not much of a rack man myself, that's fine for me. He is dim Frankie, but he was right on a lot of it. That's the thing that needs to come out of this. There were a lot of things he said that were, I don't want to say correct, but the thing is here, most people they picked up on the Hitler was a good guy comment, and then they've just railed him out for it. He had a lot. If you watch the entire podcast, there's a lot that's said in there that's actually maybe not like 100% factual, but reasonable. Nice to see you, Musical Bro. Thanks for popping by. And obviously, if you guys aren't subscribed to Musical MMA, which most of you should be, please do so immediately. Not a rack man. I'm not. I've never been a rack man. My racks are quite low down the list for me. There is nothing wrong with being a proud member of the itty bitty titty community. I mean, I didn't say that I'm a beasting man. Let's not go too far. You know, not that I'm against that kind of frame, but certainly, I have a very liberal attitude to sweater meat. I'll put it that way. The Jews I know hate Zionism. The Israeli leaders and billionaires. That's another thing as well, because a lot of people put Jews all under the same bracket, which they obviously aren't. And that's the problem with anything extreme like this, any extreme conversation like this. He might have said a small thing right, but saying that he wasn't exterminating Jews is quite a big one to get wrong. I mean, that's the issue. The issue with the Holocaust thing is not the fact that it happened, because it fucking happened. The issue was how many it was. And that's what a lot of people that are debunking that it happened hang their hat on. Because they've obviously worked out to some extent that obviously 6 million people didn't die. So then the whole argument from people that are debunking it are, well, if it wasn't 6 million and they're saying it's now 3 million, then how do we know that it happened at all? Which is a really stupid argument to make. Leroy, what's good, my man? You joined the stream at the odd time. It's all right, man. It's all good. I've got to have you on at sometime, Leroy, because I think we could get into it with the old football as well. I know you hate talking about it sometimes, but we could really get into it with that. I dated a Jewish chick 20 years ago. I didn't date a Jewish chick, but I had a Jewish chick that was into me, and her mum took one look at me and was like, "Fuck no." So, yeah, dodged a bullet in my opinion. Swimming pools and tennis courts, chimneys built after the war. Okay, but like I said, the methodology to which people were killed. All right, I get what you're saying, but like there is evidence of like bones were found, remains were found. Frankie, you down for to join for the main card watch along? Are you doing one? Yeah. If I'm home by that time, I'll jump on. I'll jump on for the main card. What's going on with the card? I'm shitting, so ain't live yet. How you doing? Doom MMA, my fucking guy. What's good, man? You're gonna get to 1,000 subscribers very, very soon, which is amazing. No kill order from Germany. But again, there is evidence that I mean, I don't want to get too heavily into this. There's evidence that mass killings took place. There doesn't have to be a direct kill order for killings to have taken place. I think from the only evidence, from what evidence I've seen, there's obviously endless witness accounts, endless. But there's also the fact as well, yeah, that like first of all, remains were found. I think the main talking point is the numbers. I think the exaggerated numbers are what are causing a lot of division because obviously 6 million has been proven to be incorrect. Bet that, bro. I'll send you a link just in case and join whenever you can. Sweet, man. Because I'm going to be with my son for most of the day, but chances are by the time the main card kicks off, he'll probably be going to bed. So maybe I can, and I don't want to do a watch along of my own. So I might swing in then. That sounds like a plan. Don't stress a man on the shitter, bro. True story. Also, Anne Frank's sister came out and said, now you're just adding stuff. Now you're just adding stuff in. Again, JVD, it's a very complicated. I think the problem is here with like, it's like I said, man, there are people who are on one side. I feel like whatever view you have of it is extreme, is too extreme. So, JVD, are you of the opinion then that are you basically saying that it's all bullshit and nothing happened? Is that your argument? Because I mean, there's a very strong argument for obviously saying it was nowhere near as severe as they claimed it to be, which is a fair assumption to make based on the evidence that's come up or the pieces of evidence that have come out. But acting like nothing happened whatsoever is an insane take to have, and it kind of again it devalues that moment in history when obviously severe and inhumane things happened, which is more what I'm getting at. Daytime Frankie is a vibe, bro. I wish I could do this. No, Frankie, that is illegal. I would never do a crime. All right, fair enough. Oh, I wish it was possible to do these daytime streams. What the Allies did to Germany was pure evil, Frankie. We were clearly the bad guys, bro. It sounds that way. It sounds that way. I just think, obviously, and this is what I'm saying, we're talking about something that happened it's nearly 100 years ago. We didn't have fucking Twitter and TikTok thing back then to make it even more fucking diluted. Cold art, that's an unnecessary way to come into my chat. How you doing, brother? I wish we had freedom of speech. I mean, that's another debatable one, isn't it? Thanks to that particular situation, we have made more discoveries about health. We found out refeeding syndrome is a real thing. It's just like with any atrocity, though, good things always come out of it. Because if anything, like and we learn that obviously as a literature professor, it's something that we push all the time. I'm just distracted by the Frankie got mate, my head. I could not go bald. I know my head shape looks fine from this angle. My head looks like a fucking 1950s TV from the back, mate. I couldn't get away with that. JVD, we do. I'm Australian. I'd know the Constitution and Crimes Act 1914. Like I said, it's a very, very convoluted and complex topic. I think the card is very soon to kicking off. Is Dougie doing a live stream today? I assume he is. No human speech or movement should be obstructed by a government. I agree with that. That's a hard one to disagree with. But then again, I feel like these are topics that can be a little bit too absolute. And the reason why I say this, because again, people are fucking retarded, JVD. They're retarded. And some people are very easily influenced. It's unavoidable. Bad guys in World War I too. World War I think is even more interesting than World War II in a lot of ways. Again, I think we're dealing I think we're dealing too much in absolutes. That's the main issue I have with these historical debates. I feel like people can't take what makes a government better than me. I mean that's a mic dropping statement if I ever heard one. By the way, if you've just turned up, again, please do like the stream. I'm not sure how many likes we're on now. 17, not bad. Not bad at all. But I think I'm going to bugger off in a minute. I will be back tomorrow, and we're going to have we'll have an open panel. So tomorrow is going to be it's going to be a get your balls out event for sure. I'll probably be on about 9 p.m. tomorrow. So join us tomorrow. I'm going to send the link for Giuliano. If everyone can pop over there. I will catch all of you guys. I might catch you on Shore Dogs watch along later. But until then, head over to Giuliano if you don't mind. And I'll catch you all either later on in the card when I jump on S Dogs, or I'll see you tomorrow. JVD, you're welcome on as well, brother. And it's good to see you again. Shoot me a DM sometime. We've definitely got to get a meetup going, especially before I fuck off. Guys, have a great one. Enjoy the card, and